morning. Oh, you okay there, buddy? So, we woke up a little later today because we slept at like 2 yesterday. And we had what were we doing last night that we slept so late? It's not what you think. How often or how likely is it that Easter and April Fool's falls on the same day?
Oh, and then he goes, April Fool's every like 3 seconds to make sure it's super funny, this whole conversation.
April Fool's. We're having lots of difficulty.
Because you didn't know when Easter happens or how often it happens. On all you ended up getting to was how often does April Fool's land on Sunday?
Yeah, I started with how often does April Fool's land on Sunday, and I was like, well, every year. I thought they shift over one, but then Stella was like, that's not how that works. And I was like, that makes sense. And I was like, maybe it shifts over like two or so days sometimes. Depending.
And you're like, every 4 years it happens on Sunday, and I'm like, okay.
I assumed every 5 years or so that Sunday would be April 1st.
So there's this video, Japanese polishing foil balls to perfection. I posted this video like, I don't know, a day or two ago, and it's had like 1.2 million views, and Mr.'s all like, what? This is not a thing, because he just started off with like a crinkly ball of aluminum foil, and like he slowly polishes up to like a mirror ball. And then Mr.'s like, we have one of those, which we do, because that's our dryer ball. So we have very cool laundry balls.
Yeah.
That I put into the dryer to make the dryer faster, because we used to dry 2 or 3 cycles before the laundries actually dry, especially like towels. Towels took the longest. And so we made these yarn wool balls to fluff in there, and then it'll
Does that actually work?
Yeah, now I only have to do one cycle.
Oh. Again, we do things not because they're like natural, because a lot of people like natural things.
They also sell these things, like the little dryer balls, which we bought in little.
I don't like this
Stella.
one. I feel like it sometimes catches on threads because it's pokey. Well, because I've seen it do that. I've seen like a little thread get caught on it.
So one of the downsides of this though is that it's noisy because you just hear these banging.
Oh no, Stella thinks that's an upside.
Well, yeah, I do. Look, we have one. I mean, I think theirs is like twice as big, so it's like a handful. This is only one ball, one foil.
It's not a carton. That would be silly to waste a whole carton on this. Don't do that.
I'm pretty sure we use a whole carton.
No, we did not. Else, I guess a lot of people like natural things to use, but I use it because, well, it's cheaper, and I guess it works just as well as dryer sheets to prevent static electricity to help to discharge on the sides of the wall. And Stella likes these because they go clank, 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 clank inside the dryer.
Tell me when the laundry.
And then when you stop hearing that, the laundry's done.
We have one of those old-fashioned ones where it'll just stop and there's no beeping, there's nothing.
Yeah, when I saw that video, I was like, first of all, I was like, why would people do that with foil? That's really silly.
He did what we did for this, except we stuck it into the dryer and it polished up. He spent like, I don't know, a very long time trying to polish up to like a mere state.
This took like no effort. You just, that guy like hammered his to get it to a nice dense thing. I just squeezed this really hard until it seemed to stop doing things. People who use natural things and they use this they say only lasts about a year or two because it'll start to unravel. So ours does not unravel because
as long as
it is so dense. Because it gets hit together, and now this is essentially one. I can't really find like the cracks. There are little dings and whatnot, but
dimples.
Yeah, but there aren't distinct layer cracks that you can peel off.
Started off with like the crinkles, and
I started off with crinkles.
You can probably peel it off, but now it's one because of the heat and the banging and the of the dryer.
Yeah, so if it was looser, then instead of pushing together, you might start to have delamination happening and start to peel and flake off. So if you want to make one of these balls, just throw it in the dryer. This has lasted us more than 2 to 3 years. We've lasted like 5 years.
4 years?
4 years. And I don't expect it to shrink or peel apart at this point because it's just so dense. I totally forgot to say, I did Google it. It hasn't happened in 60 years. The last time, first time since 1956.
It was a long time. And
Easter Sunday falls on April 1st.
No, it happens much more often than that.
No, I said it takes longer because you have to change. First factor is it has to land on the Sunday, and then your second factor is that the length's gotta fall on a certain week within the thing, and then it says the next time it'll happen is 2029.
Less than 60 years.
That's in 10 years.
So 11 years. Okay.
Okay, let's eat. Alright, so as you've seen,
we're out.
outside days.
We've become a people.
We've come out. We've come out to the world.
It's Easter Sunday, so inevitably there are things that are not open.
Yeah, I totally didn't. I mean, we didn't think about that. But we came out. We're gonna go to Best Buy, but it's closed.
It's closed.
And like, these are things I never think about, but I'm like, it's Easter.
Wow.
Whoa.
You should see this.
Yeah, we're gonna switch over now. I think we're possibly gonna come here to do something. But I'm guessing no. Like, you see that there's no one here, but then there are like cars here, here, and here. And my question is, what are these cars doing? Like, there's it seems like none of these stores are open.
It says open on Easter. Office Depot's open. I'm just saying.
Okay,
Office
so
Depot's open. So we've been defeated. I got all dressed up, put on some makeup today. And
I got dressed up too.
I actually put on foundation, which I normally do not do. But everything's closed and we're on our way back. But I don't know if we're actually going back or maybe we can go to a park and walk. Because yesterday we were home all day.
If you couldn't tell, we're homebodies.
Yeah.
We're like an 80-year-old couple.
But like, you kind of get stuffy at home, especially how small our home is. And then because they're home all day, we're in front of a screen all day. So that's just like straining on the eyes. And Mr. gets headaches. Sometimes we'll go, we'll just go walk and take a lap at Target. Like those like mall people, the grandmas, like they get exercise.
Yeah, my grandma does do that. Like, she'll go to like the mall because it's air conditioned, and then she'll walk, and I guess she'll do laps at at the mall. So that's why I said we're like an 80-year-old couple. We stay at home, we watch Jeopardy, we go to Target to do laps. Target was closed.
Hello, we're taking Oswald for a walk. Easter walks.
We got Oswald in his little harness here.
You want to put it down?
Sure. We're gonna let Oswald walk on his own. Oh. He's trying to go back home. Alright, Oswald, come on. Oswald. Come on, Oswald.
Needs to take a shower.
Oh, he made noises. Oswald, ready to walk? Okay, well, Oswald doesn't really feel like walking.
So it's a carry walk.
Yeah, he's getting a little sweaty.
Did you know that cats sweat?
I did not know until Oswald did that. So if you don't know, cats can sweat.
They set through their little palms. They get little clammy little palms.
Yeah, so he gets a little anxious outside sometimes.
And then the weather is quite warm today.
Pretty warm right now, yeah. So if you touch him, the little pink parts of his little pads, they're a little moist, a little clammy.
But he enjoys me carrying him.
Yeah, he's okay with it.
I carry him quite a lot.
We've never let Oswald come in contact with the dog, so we don't know what happens.
Oh yeah, I'm usually carrying him.
Yeah, so.
Or we walk on the other side of the street and completely avoid it. And like I divert his eyes and his nose and make sure he doesn't smell him.
People are usually pretty fascinated to see someone walk a cat though, so that's fun.
Cat.
Yeah.
Our direct neighbor.
Yeah.
They like to, they go the extra mile and they push the little cat in like a little carriage, like the way you do babies in strollers.
You okay with this?
No, he's like in a super crash mess holding his leash.
He's not a true cat outdoors.
I'm gonna come back to carrying him now.
Imagine that though. It's already weird enough to walk a cat, and then some people pushing a stroller. If I just walked with Oswald right on my shoulder like a parrot, the looks I would get, I'd be that cool guy that walks around with a cat in the neighborhood on his shoulders. Decided to silly it up a notch.
Also then, here.
So now it's just like wearing a backpack on the front.
We're carrying a baby. This is made for pets.
Yes.
So there's a little tail hole for him.
Uh-huh. The neighborhood free library. Oh, you don't have a lot of books today. It's okay. Replenish, replenish. No books? Okay. Isn't this cool?
Mr. found a twig of pine cones.
Not just any pine cones. Tiny pine cones. Look, there are more pine cones here. These are big pine cones. These are tiny pine cones. That's a whole twig of them.
You gonna bring it back?
This is like something you see like on someone's table. It's like, oh, where'd you get these tiny pine cones? And they're like, oh, Michael's. But you know, they're on a walk. This is pretty cool. Maybe. I'm gonna hold on to this.
This is how Mr. decided to hold Oswald. Taking him out of the harness now. It's still attached to my wrist. And he just decided to hold him across one shoulder.
I thought he might have climbed up. Be a tree cat.
Nope.
Nope.
There's a hole there. Inevitably, that's from Oswald.
He's heavy this way.
So you're still holding him.
Okay, we're gonna let him walk. Just to show he can walk, yeah. But they knew that. Grand Canyon, right?
You walked in the snow.
Yeah.
He's a pretty good walker.
Yeah.
We first determined that we should walk the cat. So at a very early Oswald age, we had a harness and leash for him. And then as we stopped.
Muzzle.
As we walked, we were like, oh, he's getting toughened calluses. So we stopped walking him. Oh. Oh. We're on this side of me now. Oh. Up. Now we're sitting.
That's okay, first time nozzle.
I'm making us a refreshing strawberry lemonade. Bottled lemon juice, frozen strawberries, and mustard.
Mustard in smoothies? What? You were supposed to come back into the frame by the time that was done.
I'm gonna put some honey in it. And then right now we have hot dogs going. Do you like hot dogs? The hot dogs are like a ball game food. I just like eating hot dogs in general. Like hot dogs would be my choice of food at the Costco food court. But I obviously like a pizza.
You're gonna use my...
He has such precious resources of cold water. That was his like one thing he wanted. And he lived here by himself. He wanted ice cold water at all times.
I always like ice cold water. So even when I just had the tiny one little fridge, that little fridge right there.
He gave up premium space for his water.
Primo space was given up for water.
It's not like he drinks like a tiny little cup a day. He drinks like that whole pitcher a day by himself.
At least the one pitcher a day. It's okay, we can make ice cubes now, so it's not... Aww. Fatality.
We saw a toast yesterday and then they have like burnt cookies and then they burn on the bottom of the tray. And so the guy just picked up the cookie and put it against like a cheese grater and grated it away.
Is it supposed to have that little drizzle at the top like that?
It's like flan. Caramel's on top.
You mean the bottom?
Mm-hmm. So when you stick the straw in, you'll get the that part. I don't think that was as cool as you thought it was going to be.
Did you Stella wanted to put Sprite in, so I see you do want to put it in. It can't make it worse, I mean squirt's good.
Water down squirt.
Isn't it just carbonated strawberry lemonade smoothie?
So let's try it in yours first.
Sure. I think you need more soda to whatever.
I like mustard on my burger.
On your burger?
My hot dog.
Sorry to disappoint, Stella.
Well, this is our great Easter feast. So I was saying this tastes great. It tastes bubbly and strawberry and intensely flavored, and I like bubbly things. But Mr. was all, this tastes better before squirt.
It's not thick like a smoothie. It's not a strawberry.
All you're doing is complaining. The thing you said before was, hey, two things that are good before can't possibly be worse. And I'm like, well, yes it can, because you just diluted both of them down. Wow, mister, your desk is so clean.
Yeah.
Look at it, there's nothing there.
Finally figured I'm gonna do the shape this. It's all funny shapes. Hopefully by the time I'm done with it, it'll look regular.
This is the one I did, and it looks pretty good. Try and model this one to the other one. He's putting down some paper.
Yeah, I used to do this without putting anything down, and Stella made me very aware that that was a terrible idea.
He did it straight on his desktop and all over the computer.
Yep, that was definitely a terrible idea.
Set up. I'm probably gonna move that water bottle there. He's picking up stuff on the floor. This is tiny living at its best. This desk is now a workshop space. So there's tons of storage things underneath this.
I don't know if you've noticed this here before. Pull one of these down. Stuff from the top. We sacrifice a lot to be able to do as much as we can do in the small little space. And that's some cleanliness sometimes. Safety first, right? So, yeah, look at that. Look at using all our storage everywhere.
There's some goggles, glasses.
Yeah.
It's gonna look super cool now.
Yep, super cool. If you don't have a rotary tool, I do recommend getting one. They're so helpful and so useful for so many things.
Now we're sorted to the floor. I'm gonna put you guys away because I don't want dust on the screen.
Yeah, we're gonna get to some shaping.
Mister says he's done. Look at the mess he's...
Yeah, it's funny, I was about to blow on this. You wanna blow on it a little?
No.
Okay. Yeah, so, got a little hole now. I've taken off the excess. Once you snap them back together now, those sides look relatively even. Just put some Sharpie on it, and it'll look passable. We're gonna get cleaned up here, and then we'll come back later. Transition. What if I do it wrong?
Now, let's see how long it takes for you to put everything over here away. What you doing, sir?
I'm just gonna test the batteries.
There's a multimeter, and he's individually testing these AAAs. So you're going to stack them and see if they go through?
Sure. You stack. Hold them. Hold them together. The number is 2.97. You can stack batteries that way, and that's how you get more power. Okay, so I've been dealing with the battery thing. So you saw earlier, I measured them all. They all measured 1.5 volts. But then I put it in this little AC remote that we have, and it wouldn't work. So then I got really confused. Google said that sometimes it can have a 1.5 volts battery, so it's fully charged. But under load, it can drop under 1.5, so it would drain to an unusable point, even though it was 1.5 without load. But someone said that that's mostly for like things that have heavy draw. I put it back into the remote and it worked, and then I put it back into this thing, and then the scale works again.
All we did was move things around, try it, and then watch it fail, but only to plug it back in and have it magically work.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! Well, I'm using like the tiniest nub.
That's a nutmeg, and she's trying to grind it. I'm still very confused. Oh well, as long as it works. And Stella even tried like moving the batteries a little, giving them a little turn.
Give them different positions and move
because
them around.
I don't know why, but we think that might do something. And this is one of those weird times where moving them around seem to make all the difference. You take them out of one machine, you put them into another, it doesn't work. You take it out again, you put it back in, it works. Then you put it back into the original machine and it works. Weird. Well, we're done with that.
What did you do, honey? Look what you've done. Go ahead.
Look what I've done.
Show them your Easter dinner.
Isn't that cool?
It does look like mac and cheese right now, which is really weird to eat with scallops. There's no cheese in this dish. We have some cream-based garlic sauce, garlicky cream sauce, dressing the macaroni, which is why I should probably not have used macaroni, but we didn't have enough like stick spaghetti. Scallops, I can never cook because these are frozen scallops and I can't get that nice crisp brown. And then Mister has decided to build a moat around all the pasta and make a wreath of broccoli.
Isn't that cool?
Ready to eat?
Yep, alright. Well, it's done. I made it black. I'm gonna put it back together now. I guess we're not gonna get a satisfying click.
They sound like button clicks.
And then look, as far as you are, it looks black enough and looks fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's put it on Nikki's. What you guys can't see